This is KI0AR. Does anyone need to use the repeater system before I begin this evening's Colorado Astronomy Net? Please go ahead now. Calling the Colorado Astronomy Net, calling the Colorado Astronomy Net. This is KI0AR. My name is Bernice, and I'll be your net control for this evening's Colorado Astronomy Net. Just a reminder, the 3-minute timeout function is still in effect, so during long transmissions, please allow the repeater systems to reset themselves. Also, please use the word break for emergency or priority traffic. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please go ahead now. Okay, nothing heard. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 0100 Zulu on Wednesdays to discuss topics of an astronomical nature, what's up in the night skies for the week, any other special events that may be of interest to the amateur radio astronomy enthusiasts around the world. Also, this is one of the few nets where your check-in does count. I tally up the numbers and send them off to JPL at the end of each month. Counts as part of their outreach to the general public, of which we are a part. So all check-ins are definitely appreciated. I take check-ins several ways. I take them over the air, of course. I take them via NetLogger. So if you have NetLogger, I will see your call sign pop up in the AIM window and get you logged in right off the bat. I also am on YouTube. So if you happen to have YouTube or is listening in via YouTube, you can check in via that way. I'll take check-ins through the chat. And I also take them via email for anyone out there that's listening that can't check in some other way. And my email address is ki0ar@ki0ar.com. And just give me your first name and a location, and I'll put you on the list. If you have a call sign, add that in your email as well. Speaking of which, I will go ahead and acknowledge several check-ins via NetLogger. We got Ken, NV7SS, thanks for checking in tonight. Roy, KI7PKL, thanks for checking in tonight. David, WE8M, thanks for checking in tonight. We got Rip, K3XO, thanks for checking in tonight. And we got JAI7OF, thanks for checking in tonight. And we got a whole bunch of people checking in. Jose, KJ5MEL, thanks for checking in tonight. So appreciate everybody checking in via NetLogger. That way I don't get your call signs messed up. It's just a good copy and paste into NetLogger there. Get you checked in easily. We got KO5AOK checked in via YouTube, so thanks for that, Mike. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and begin taking check-ins over the air. Anyone wishing to check in to tonight's Colorado Astronomy Net, please call with your call sign phonetically twice.
Whiskey 4, Tango Tango Sierra. Whiskey 4, Tango Tango Sierra. Kilo Quebec Server, Kilo Hotel, KQ4, KK8, give it out.
Okay, we got, let's see, a couple of new calls on the list, so thanks for that. Always like to touch base with my new calls. Let's see, where'd they go? Whoops. Oh, there we go. We got just a sec. We got we got Zach KI5UDU checking in via YouTube. So thanks for that. And you're listening on the radio. Hopefully, if you can respond on the radio, that would be great too. And Jacob, I think that was W4 Tango Tango Sierra. Is that correct? Okay, I hope that was correct. Whiskey 4, Tango Tango Sierra. Jacob, thanks for checking in tonight. That's a new call on the list. And the last one there was that Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Alpha Hotel. I think that's what I heard. Pardon my ears there, but I want to make sure I got it correct on the list, or if it's close to that, or if I need a correction, please let me know. That is also, I do believe that's a new call on the list. I like to touch base with my first time check-ins, find out a little bit about your background and interest in astronomy, also give you a little bit of background on the Colorado Astronomy Net as well. So with that, we got 3 new calls. And let's see, again, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra. Call sign is Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. Been doing this for almost 30 years. And this is definitely a learning net. In fact, I learn something new every net as well, and I'm the one that's running it. So I always like to share the knowledge with everybody as well. So how I run it is, as I'm obviously taking check-ins, got some quick announcements, got some local astronomical news, got some bulletins and a rocket report, and then after that, I like to go down the list and talk with everybody to see what they have to share astronomically, whether they've got questions, articles they found, or observation reports, especially observation reports. Like to hear what everybody's looking at from around the world for sure in their particular location. Sometimes we don't see on this side of the planet things that happen on the other side, and vice versa. In fact, we got something like that coming up next month as well, so we'll talk about that just briefly a little bit later. Right now, I'd like to touch base with the new check-ins. Zach, KI5UDU, you're listening on the radio. I don't know if you can transmit, but if you can, certainly like to hear from you, your interest, background in astronomy. Go ahead, please. All right, Zach, you can post that over on YouTube there, your interest, background in astronomy, just briefly there. Jacob, W4TTS, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Tell us a little bit about your background, interest in astronomy. Go ahead. All right, I got Scott KQ4AAH checked in with no traffic. However, since this isn't a traffic net, I'm going to bug you anyway. Welcome to the net, Scott. I think that's the correct call sign. Hopefully, I'm not sure, KQ4AAH or something like that, 4th station for sure. If you come back and make sure I got your call sign correct and tell us a little bit about your background interest in astronomy. Go ahead.
Kilo Quebec 4 Kilo Hotel HQ4 KK8. Your name is Randy from Controls, Alabama. I'm going to see what you're going to talk about here in the astronomy set. I grew up in loving the Apollo program. I followed that very closely. My dad worked in the aerospace industry and went through some pretty start.
All right, Randall, lost you there at the end. Apologies for messing up the call sign there, but I think we got you correct now. KQ4KK, Kilo Hotel. Randall, thanks for checking in tonight. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. I do appreciate it, and always like to hear from people that have been interested in the aerospace field as well, since I'm a retired rocket scientist as well. So. From several aerospace companies. So always like to talk that, but retired now. So I'm just in here doing this for fun. Actually been doing this for, like I said, almost 30 years. Doug, we got you on the list. K0ATP, thanks for checking in tonight. Charles, or Chuck, excuse me, Chuck. We got you on the list, WB4AIZ. Thanks for checking in tonight. And I think we got another new call, I think. We'll see in just a sec. KJ5MOD. That's a new call on the list. Richard down in New Mexico. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Hope you're listening there, so I do appreciate that. Richard, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra. Call sign Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. You found the Colorado Astronomy Net, so welcome. Just a brief question. What's your interest background in astronomy? Whether you're just starting out or you've been doing it for decades or somewhere in between. KJ5MOD, tell us about your background interest. Go ahead. Okay, Zach over on YouTube says, I just like looking up at the sky and trying to learn a little bit more about what I'm looking at. Well, this is the place, Zach. So if you've got any questions about what you're looking at, definitely post them over on YouTube there. And when you get a radio, we'll love to hear you talking on the radio as well. So I do appreciate that. Maybe I'll have to figure out getting on Discord or something like that and getting people checking in that way. But I think I might need another screen for that. Anyway, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. So welcome all the newbies. Appreciate everybody else checking in. I'll look for check-ins a little bit later on. Right now, I'm going to get into the announcements. I publish a monthly astronomy newsletter via email and the World Wide Web. If you wish to subscribe to the email version of my newsletter, please send me an email to ki0ar@ki0ar.com and request to be put on the list. Or you may visit the website at www.ki0ar.com/astro.html, and at the top of the web page is also a spot where you may submit your email address and get subscribed to the email version of the newsletter as well. If you don't want to remember all that, just Google my call sign, KI0AR. You'll find a whole bunch of links, including links to the web page and the newsletter. I also publish a monthly astronomy news, excuse me, I already did that. I also volunteer with a youth group called the International Association for Astronomical Studies, a youth group that meets out of Strasburg, Colorado, on Friday evenings from 6 until 8 p.m. Always looking for, that's 6 until 8 p.m. Mountain Time, always looking for new members, freshmen through senior high school age students interested in astronomy, amateur radio, high-power rocketry, remote control aircraft flying, full-scale aircraft construction, archaeoastronomy, radio astronomy, and balloon launch communications. More than welcome to visit our website at www.iaas.org for more information, or visit us on Facebook under the same name, the International Association for Astronomical Studies. Also, a reminder that the Colorado Astronomy Net also has a Facebook page. So if you have Facebook, be sure to hop on there and like us both. The IAAS also has a amateur radio call sign. Their call sign is Kilo Zero Alpha Alpha Sierra. So if you ever hear K0AAS on the radio, be sure to say hey. And I'm sure, especially on Friday evenings when the students meet, they'd love to hop on the radio and you can ask them questions about what their projects are and what they're doing. Let's see. On Mondays and Wednesdays, Jack, there he is. Captain Jack is up in Laramie, so we got you on the list, Jack. That's KE0VH. Has a twice weekly flight simulation on YouTube. So if you have YouTube and you like flight simulations, you may want to hop on to Jack's channel, Captain Jack Flight Sim, CAPNJACKFLTSIM, Captain Jack Flight Sim. He does flights on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time until landing. Let's see, he's been out of town last couple of weeks, so just keep an eye on that particular channel if you're interested in that. And he's got a whole bunch of other flight simmers and amateur radio operators on there as well. All right, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. I'm going to go ahead and get into the local astronomical news for this tail end of August. May have a few things to look forward to in September as well, but right now we'll finish up with August. We had to start off as usual with the phases of the moon. We had a new moon back on the 23rd. We have got a first quarter moon coming up on the 30th. Actually, this is the second first quarter moon of the month. The first quarter moon was back on the 1st. All right, the moon, let's see, was at perigee, its closest approach to the Earth this month. Back on the 14th, it was 229,465 miles from Earth. The moon will be at perigee It's, excuse me, it will be at apogee, its farthest point away from the Earth this month, on the 29th. It will be 251,374 miles from Earth. Planetary highlights for August. The longer nights of August beckon with several treats this month. Saturn and Neptune undergo their second conjunction of the year, appearing together in a low-power telescope eyepiece. Telescopic observers also get 2 shadow transits of Titan across Saturn. Early risers enjoy a spectacular conjunction of 2 brightest planets in the sky, Venus and Jupiter, back on the 12th. So we've missed some of those conjunctions, but those planets are still very visible in the morning sky. The same day, let's see, the Perseids meteor shower also peaked. So if anybody was out there and had got to see some of the Perseids this year, love to hear those observational reports. Let me go back just a little bit. Looking into September, on September 7th, we got a full moon occurring plus a total lunar eclipse. However, those of us in the States will not be able to see that. That is occurring on the opposite side of the Earth, centered basically on India, north and south, all the way from pole to pole, and extending across Asia, most of Africa, Australia. So the eastern hemisphere is going to get to see that particular full lunar eclipse. It may be broadcast on the internet somewhere, so you might be able to look at that way. But let's see. So we can look forward to at least maybe chasing that via the internet coming up next month. And that will be Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday. So we'll look forward to that. All right. And this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Continuing with the planets, we got Mercury. Let's see, Mercury was at greatest western elongation, or about 19 degrees west of the sun on the 19th. That actually means it's leading the sun. So it's going to be as high as it was going to get in the east. Mercury is now rising about 5:30 a.m. by month's end. Mercury is visible about 30 minutes before sunrise, just above the eastern horizon. Mercury has moved into the constellation of Leo, shining at magnitude 0.7. Quick tutorial on magnitudes. The magnitude scale is an inverse logarithmic scale, meaning as the magnitudes go up, the object's apparent brightness decreases by a factor of about 2.5. The dimmest object that the human eye can see under optimal conditions is about 6 magnitude. So a magnitude 5 object is about 2.5 times brighter than a magnitude 6 object, while a magnitude 7 object is 2.5 times dimmer. So any object with a magnitude greater than 6, you will definitely need binoculars or a telescope to find. Anything less than that, you can find with the naked eye, but always, well, with the exception of the sun and maybe in the moon in cases, take a look at those objects with a telescope or binoculars. So you can put out some lots more detail, obviously, with an optical aid. Continuing on, we got Venus is rising about 3:52 a.m. by month's end. Look for Venus to the southeast about an hour before sunrise. Venus has moved into the constellation of Cancer, shining at magnitude minus 3.9. Okay, we got Mars setting about 8:58 p.m. by month's end. Look for Mars to the west in the evening. Mars is in the constellation of Virgo, shining at magnitude 1.6. And we got Jupiter rising about 2:13 a.m. by month's end. Look for Jupiter to the southeast about an hour before sunrise. Jupiter is in the constellation of Gemini, shining at magnitude minus 1.9. And then we got Saturn rising about 8:22 p.m. by month's end. Look for Saturn low to the east late in the evening. Saturn is in the constellation of Pisces, shining at magnitude 0.7. And that's followed by, let's see, we got Uranus rising about, is that correct? I think that's incorrect. About 12:20 p.m. by month's end. Or I should say about 11:20 p.m. By month's end. Look for Uranus to the south before sunrise. Uranus is in the constellation of Taurus, shining at magnitude 5.7. And then we got Neptune. Let's see. Sorry about that. We got Neptune rising about 8:24 p.m. by month's end. So just, I'd say look for Neptune low to the east late in the evening, leading Saturn by just a few minutes all month. Oh, I may have to check on some of those times, but I actually had them written down incorrectly there, so I do apologize for that. Neptune is in the constellation of Pisces, shining at magnitude 7.7. So Neptune is about 7 magnitudes dimmer than Saturn. If you can find Saturn low in the, towards the east in the late evening, you should be able to spot Neptune just about a 1 degree above Saturn. It'll be at a slightly different angle earlier in the evening. But if you're looking at them when they're both due south, Neptune is about 1 or 2 full moon widths above Saturn. So if you have a chance to look at that, definitely take advantage of seeing Saturn and Neptune. They're going to be close for a little while. All right, for the dwarf planets, we have Ceres rising about 9:55 p.m. by month's end. Ceres can be spotted low to the south after midnight. Ceres is in the constellation of Cetus, shining at magnitude 8.4. Then we got Pluto rising about 5:53 p.m. by month's end. The best time to spot Pluto is around midnight when it is highest in the sky to the south. Pluto is in the constellation of Capricornus, shining at magnitude 15.1. Actually, now is a good time to spot Pluto because the moon will not interfere. However, clouds will, and smoke out here in the west as well will definitely interfere with viewing Pluto, but the moon will not. You'll definitely need to get away from city lights and get under dark skies and need at least a 12 to 15 inch telescope to spot it. As always, good luck at spotting Neptune, Ceres, and Pluto. A large telescope and dark skies will be needed. Yeah, a 5-inch telescope will pull out Neptune pretty well. Ceres, maybe an 8-inch telescope. Pluto, definitely around the 12 to 15 inch or better in size. And lots of patience. Okay, we're at the tail end of a couple of meteor showers. The northern Delta Aquarids meteor shower extends from July 16th through September 10th. Maximum occurred back on the 13th. So you may be able to catch a few of those over the next couple of weeks, but they'll be very, very few. The Perseids meteor shower, there may be some of those lingering, but that was from July 23rd through August 22nd. That peaked back on the 12th. Yep, you may be able to see some of those stragglers, but it's pretty much over for that. We do have a comet, Comet C 2024 E1. Wirchholz is passing through the constellation of Hercules this month, shining around 12th magnitude. So a 10-inch scope or better will be needed to spot that one and under dark skies. And again, more patience for sure. Okay, that is it for the local astronomical news. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Got a few check-ins to acknowledge. Yep. WB4AIZ, we checked you in. You're number 12 on the list. We got you. Seeing a lot of action over on YouTube, so let me get that one in. Yeah, we got a bunch of action over there. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Oh, all right. Thanks for all the check-ins over there. Let's see, where was I? Richard, we got you. Let's see, KJ5MOD. We got Jack, KE0VH. We got Ed, W6RDZ. Let's see, all thanks for checking in tonight. Patrick, NT9A, thanks for checking in tonight. John, W2JLS, over on YouTube, thanks for checking in tonight. We got Stephen, KM6BAY, thanks for checking in tonight. And we got Alexander, KD0SOQ, thanks, or Alex, there we go, checking in tonight. So thanks for that. So checking in. Let me see. That's a new call. Okay, the timeout's getting me good tonight. Alex, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net, KD0SOQ. Thanks for checking in. Again, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, November, Echo, Sierra, Sierra, call sign Kilowatt India 0, Alpha, Romeo. I just wrapped up the local astronomical news for this tail end of August. So I got some bulletins coming up, and we got a rocket report. Ed will be giving the rocket report, I hope. So let's see. All right, just checking out the YouTube situation there, but do appreciate everybody checking in. Alex, I don't know if you have a radio. If you do, love to have you check in. There's some links on YouTube for the skyhublink.com. That's skyhublink.com. we'll have ways that you can check in. If you've got All-Star or Echolink, you can check in via that way. If you're not local, or any other repeaters in the Skyhub Link system, if you're nearby, definitely. Alex, I like to talk to my new check-ins, find out a little bit about your interest, background in astronomy, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing it for decades or somewhere in between. So if you can't do that by radio, Alex, I'd love to see at least a little one sentence over there on YouTube, and I'll share that with everybody else. So I do appreciate that. I'll go ahead and see if there are any more check-ins for tonight's Colorado Astronomy Net. Anyone else wishing to check in to tonight's Colorado Astronomy Net, please call with your call sign phonetically twice.
With your call sign phonetically twice. Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor, KC8, FQV. Up to a kid, because I'm 11. Okay. KE9, DWH. So, do you copy Lima Uniform 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee?
Okay, let's see. I'm going to need some fill. Let's see. Yep, that's not right. Okay. There was a station in there, Kilo Foxtrot 0. I got a Charlie Bravo Charlie or a Charlie Victor Charlie or something similar to that. If you could give me your call in phonetics, or at least something that sounds like whatever that letter I'm missing, that will help greatly. That goes for everybody checking in, and give it to me twice. There is some lag with the Skyhub system. About key up for about 2 seconds, then speak into the mic, and then once you're finished with your transmission, release the PTT switch about 2 seconds after you finish speaking. That way I can get your call sign in there for sure. And phonetics do help greatly. We do have some, we're going through the internet and everything like that. We sometimes have some difficulties, and these old ears aren't what they used to be. So that is Kilo Fox 0. I know there's Charlie something Charlie. If you could give me your call again, please, I'll get you on the list. And that would probably be a new call as well.
Kilo Foxtrot 0.
Okay, I got Scott. Let's see. Kilo Fox Zero. C Charlie Victor Charlie. And let's see. That is a new call on the list, so stand by. Stand by. Got a question for you. We got Mark, KC8FQB. Thanks for checking in tonight. And we got Kilo Echo 9 Delta Whiskey Hotel. KE9DWH. I think I got a call. The 11-year-old. So welcome to the net. Definitely like our youth to check in. If you could give me a check on that, you're on the call sign, make sure I got it right, and give me a name with that too, so I can put that on the list. If that's a new call, it's not popping up quite yet. So KE9 DWH, if you'd come back and make sure I got your call right and a first name with that call, I'll welcome you to the net. Go ahead.
Sorry, correction. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Victor Charlie Victor. Hello, do you copy my uniform 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee? Thank you.
Okay, Charlie Hotel Yankee, stand by 1. I want to make sure I got the, let's see, there we go. Okay, there we go. We're not getting a name on that one either. Victor Charlie Victor, Kilo Fox Zero, Victor Charlie Victor. If you could come back with a first name, I'd appreciate that as well. Go ahead.
Elijah.
All right, Elijah, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. That's a new call on the list, so stand by there. Kilo Echo 9, Delta Whiskey Hotel, same question. I think that's the correct call sign. I do, and a correction just in case. The 11-year-old out there, if I could get your first name, I'll get you on the list as well. All right, let's see. There's the Charlie Hotel Yankee. If you could give me your prefix once again phonetically, twice there, I'll get you. You give me your whole call. There you go. Twice phonetically, I'll get you on the list. I don't think I have you on here either. So. Please go ahead.
Okay, hello, Kilo Nikolai Bravo W. Okay, fitting my uniform 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee. Fitting my uniform 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee. Buenos Aires, Argentina. La QL is freedom. Capital in Buenos Aires. Do you copy?
Let's see. I think I got you're in Argentina. The signal is a little bit over modulated, I do believe. So I'm not here. It's real scratchy at the beginning. I got that time I missed the first your prefix. I missed your prefix, but I got a 1. Charlie Hotel Yankee. So I know I need something else in that call sign as well. And I think you're a new call on the list because I looked for Charlie Hotel Yankee and I did not see that pop up. So I don't have you. And I definitely want to get an Argentina station out there again. But first, for the new calls, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra, and the call sign Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. I am on YouTube. If you have YouTube, check out the Colorado Astronomy Net on YouTube. That is another way to check in, as well as NetLogger. If you have NetLogger, just look for the Colorado Astronomy Net. So several ways, or send me an email to ki0ar@ki0ar.com. Let me know your first name, call sign, city where you're from. I'll get you on the list as well. Especially the new calls. Don't have you in QRZ quite yet, and possibly not the DX calls either. 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee. Let's try that again. Please go ahead.
Okay. Catherine, my name is Catherine. Chicago, very, very, do you speak English very good? Okay. My name is Professor Bravo. So, okay, Kilo 9, Bravo, with Taylor. Speak with more slowly, please. Thank you. KE9DWH, calling any station.
KE9DWH, this is KI0AR, net control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Would you like to check in tonight? Gotcha. Welcome to the ham bands. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. I did hear earlier that you are 11, so welcome to the ham bands, and definitely like to hear the youth checking in as well. So if you could give me your first name, I will get you on the list.
Lydia, Rylander, Wisconsin, and in America. In America, Rylander, Wisconsin. I just got my call sign today, so I have been playing on the radio for roughly 3 hours. I did my test on my 2 tests on the 20th. I am on general.
Well, cool. Missed the name there. So you can come back in just a sec. We are in the midst of the Colorado Astronomy Net. So if you have an interest in astronomy as well as radio, please stick around and welcome. Let's see, I am on YouTube, NetLogger. So if you have YouTube and or NetLogger, let me know via either one of those. And let's see. And we'll get you on the list for sure. And listen in. Sometimes I have some pictures and stuff popping up over on YouTube. But KE9DWH, definitely welcome. You can give me your first name again, please.
Lydia is my name. Otherwise, if you would be fine calling me Star, because that is a nickname of mine. I sometimes spell five. So, nice talking to you. I do like some astronomy. I also collect a bunch of rocks. And my sister is here. I am trying to get her into ham radio too. So, yeah, I'm just outside waiting. We've seen like a few meteors falling down behind us. So, nice talking to you. And I do not have YouTube. I have to delete that. If you will find me sometimes on other nets, probably, because I like talking on the radio. So, back to you.
All right, Lydia, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Yeah, we have all levels of experience here with astronomy. So stick around, got some interesting information. Hopefully we can talk with you a little bit later on. Definitely like to talk with the youth. Again, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, November, Echo, Sierra, Sierra, and the call sign Kilowatt, India, 0, Alpha, Romeo. More than welcome to check that out. You may want to check out the International Association for Astronomical Studies. Youth group that I volunteer with as well there, Lydia. That goes, let's see, Elijah, kind of same question. What's your interest background? KF0, VCV, Victor Charlie Victor. Elijah, what's your interest background in astronomy? Go ahead.
I usually just like looking at the constellations at night.
All right, very good, Elijah. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Hopefully you guys can stick around. Yeah, 1 Charlie Hotel Yankee. Let's see. Send me an email, ki0ar@ki0ar.com, or check out YouTube or NetLogger if you have it. That'll be the best way because your signal was rather broken and scratchy. And I didn't get much of the last transmission after all. But I'm going to carry on. We're well into the presentation part of our net. Usually over with it by now, but I do appreciate all the check-ins, especially the new ones there. And our youth of America as well. I do appreciate that. For those of you who are interested in, let's see, I'm going to, this is KI0AR net control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. For those of you who are interested in watching the ISS, the International Space Station, pass over your particular location, you may want to check out this website, www.heavens-above.com. That's www.heavens-above.com. And I do recommend that you check that out. For visible ISS passes, it actually has all ISS passes. If you click the little radio button on there, it'll show you all the passes over your particular area. But right now we talk about visible passes. There are no real good ISS passes over the Denver area for the next week or so. They're all early morning passes, passing very close to the north. So further north, you might be able to see those. But the one thing I like about this particular website is I can click on a particular date and it shows up a nice 8.5 by 11 pass of an ISS. This is not a very good pass to start off with for those of you who are on YouTube, but it shows a little bit towards the north, and you'll see where the ISS is passing from north to northeast. But again, that website is www.heavens-above.com. That's www.heavens-above.com. Okay, got an interesting bulletin for you this evening from Jet Propulsion Laboratory, dated August 20th. From NASA, Ceres may have had long-standing energy to fuel habitability. The dwarf planet is cold now, but new research paints a picture of Ceres hosting a deep, long-lived energy source that may have maintained habitable conditions in the past. New NASA research has found that Ceres may have had a lasting source of chemical energy, the right types of molecules needed to fuel some microbial metabolisms. Although there is no evidence that microorganisms ever existed on Ceres, the finding supports theories that this intriguing dwarf planet, which is the largest body in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, may have once had conditions suitable to support single-celled life forms. Science data from NASA's Dawn mission, which ended in 2018, previously showed that the bright reflective regions on Ceres' surface are mostly made of salts left over from liquid that percolated up from underground. Later analysis in 2020 found that the source of this liquid was an enormous reservoir of brine or salty water below the surface. In other research, the Dawn mission also revealed evidence that Ceres has organic material in the form of carbon molecules, essential though not sufficient on its own to support microbial cells.
Control.
Yes, break, go ahead.
EG4 EAB, Marcy, Ridgeville, South Carolina. Just checking it.
Okay, I'll take check-ins a little bit later on, right in the midst of the presentation, but since you broke in, if you could give me your call sign again from, let's see, South Carolina station, if you could give me your call phonetically twice, I'll get you on the list.
Delta, Alpha, Delta, repeat, Kilo, Quebec, 4, Delta, Alpha, Delta.
All right, Arthur, we got you on the list. KQ4DAD. Thanks for checking in tonight. That's a new call on the list, but please stand by. I will take check-ins a little bit later on, and I have a question for you, but not immediately, so please stick around. We'll finish up with the bulletin for this evening, as well as a rocket report. Then I will look for check-in. So if you wish to check in during the presentation, please hop on to YouTube. Or if you have NetLogger, I'll definitely get you on the list as well. Arthur, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. I do appreciate that. And let's see. I'm going to continue on with tonight's bulletin on Ceres. All right, continuing on. The presence of water and carbon molecules are two critical pieces of the habitability puzzle on Ceres. The new findings offer the third, a long-lasting source of chemical energy in Ceres' ancient past that could have made it possible for microorganisms to survive. This result does not mean that Ceres had life, but rather that there likely was food available should life have ever arisen on Ceres. In the study published in the Science Advances on August 20th, the authors built thermal and chemical models mimicking the temperature and composition of Ceres' interior over time. They found that 2.5 billion years or so ago, Ceres' subsurface ocean may have had a steady supply of hot water containing dissolved gases traveling up from metamorphosed rock in the rocky core. The heat came from the decay of radioactive elements within the dwarf planet's rocky interior that occurred when Ceres was young, an internal process thought to be common in our solar system. On Earth, when hot water from deep underground mixes with the ocean, the result is often a buffet buffet for microbes, a feast of chemical energy. So it could have big implications if we could determine whether Ceres' ocean had an influx of hydrothermal fluid in the past. Said Sam Corville, lead author of the study, now based at Arizona State University in Tempe. He led the research while working as an intern at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California, which also managed the Dawn mission. Catching chill. The Ceres we know today is unlikely to be habitable. It is cooler with more ice and less water than in the past. There is currently insufficient heat from radioactive decay within Ceres to keep the water from freezing, and what liquid remains has become a concentrated brine. The period when Ceres would most likely have been habitable was between 500 million and 2 billion years after it formed, or about 2.5 to 4 billion years ago, when its rocky core reached its peak temperature. That's when warm fluids would have been introduced into Ceres' underground water. The dwarf planet also doesn't have the benefit of present-day internal heating generated by the push and pull of orbiting a large planet, like Saturn's moon Enceladus and Jupiter's moon Europa do. So Ceres' greatest potential for habitability fueling energy was in the past. This result has implications for water-rich objects throughout the outer solar system too. Many of the other icy moons and dwarf planets that are of similar size to Ceres, about 585 miles or 940 kilometers in diameter, and don't have sufficient or significant internal heating from the gravitational pull of planets, could have also had a period of habitability in the past. For a complete list of mission participants, visit https:// solarsystem.nasa.gov/missions/dawn/overview/. And that's it for that bulletin for this evening. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. All right, I'm going to call on Ed, W6RDZ, for this week's rocket report. W6RDZ, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Are you ready to give the rocket report, Ed? Go ahead.
Good evening, brother. Good evening to the net. This is Ed, W6RDZ, the Rocket Man, with the Rocket Report for August 26th. That's going to look back to the 19th, and we're going to go forward to the 2nd of next month, September. How's this sounding? Are we good to go?
Give me a count one time. Allow me to just make sure the volume is all right.
KE9EWH. I heard there was someone younger here too. So, what's your name?
Lydia, please stand by. We're right in the middle of the Colorado Astronomy Net. You can talk to, I think that was Elijah, KF0 Victor Charlie Victor. We'll get back to you in a bit, but right now that if you have someone there that can help you out with proper net etiquette, talk to them. But right now, definitely please save your comments. This is a controlled net, so please no transmissions without being called initially. That's the way this works, so I do appreciate that. And hopefully you'll stand by and listen in. If you have NetLogger, please log into that and check that out as well. You can chat in the AIM window. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. All right, Ed, I am calling on Ed, W6RDZ. Ed, would you give me a count, please?
This is W6RDZ. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. How's my level?
Great, Ed. I had to adjust a little bit. Just want to make sure I'm getting it over on, the people can hear you over on YouTube as well. So it's all kind of interconnected. We'll figure this out a little bit more efficiently soon enough. But right now you're sounding good, Ed. So go ahead. W6RDZ, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Now's the time for the rocket report. Ed, please present that.
All right, W6RDZ, your rocket man, back with tonight's rocket report. What a week we've had. We've had 9 total launches the past week, including a couple of double scrubs. 5 launches of SpaceX, including a successful, fantastic Starship test flight 10. We're going to get to that later. And 2 Russian launches a Rocket Lab, a Chinese, and a Blue Origin double scrub. All right, we're going to start the week off last week, Wednesday the 20th at 11:13 Mountain Daylight Time. Russia's Roscosmos successfully launched a Soyuz 2.1A rocket from Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. The Bion-M N2 mission headed to low Earth orbit, and it is an uncrewed Russian capsule based on the Vostok spacecraft, and which is capable of returning biological research experiments to Earth. Second launch was also Russian. Thursday, August 21st, Russia launched the Cosmos missions 2590 through 2593 on an Era 1.2 VKS RF rocket from the Plesetsk Cosmodrome in Russia, and that was at 3:32 Mountain Daylight Times. The payloads were 4 classified satellites for the Russian military, and they headed to polar orbit. Third launch, at 21:40 Mountain Daylight Time, SpaceX successfully launched the United States Space Force USSF-36, the OTV-8 mission on a Falcon 9 from LC-39A at Kennedy Space Force Base. This was a launch of a classified or declassified 37B space plane back into low Earth orbit. It was the 101st Falcon 9 mission of 2025 and booster B-82's 6th flight. We're going to reset the repeater there. Okay, W6RDZ back with tonight's rocket report for the Colorado Astronomy Net. All right, fourth launch was pushed one day to Friday, August 22nd. SpaceX successfully launched Starlink Group 17-6 on a Falcon 9 from Split 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. That occurred at 16:42 Mountain Daylight Time. Booster 1081 took another 24 VQ mini Starlink satellites this was a polar sun-synchronous orbit, and this was its 17th flight. Fifth launch of the week on Saturday, August 23rd, Rocket Lab launched the Live, Laugh, and Launch mission on an Electron Curie rocket from the Mahia Peninsula in New Zealand, and that was at 0045 Mountain Daylight Time. Rocket Lab did not announce the identity of all the customers nor the payload to this mission. It's known that one satellite is another Internet of Things satellite going to the EchoStar Lyra 2 constellation. 4 other satellites were on board. This was Rocket Lab's 12th Electron mission of 2025 and the 190th orbital launch attempt for 2025 globally. Sixth launch occurred on Sunday, August 24th at 0045. SpaceX successfully launched the CRS SPX-33 mission on a Falcon 9 from Cape Canaveral, Florida. CRX SPX-33 commercial resupply mission to the International Space Station in low Earth orbit. It's contracted by NASA and will be flown by SpaceX using a cargo Dragon. Docking with the ISS occurred at approximately 5:30 Monday, August 25th. We'll break there to reset the repeater. All right, this is W6RDZ back with the report 7th launch of the week yesterday, Monday the 25th at 13:08 Mountain Daylight Time. China's K6 launched a Long March 8A rocket from LC-1 at the Wenchang Space Launch Site in China. This was SatNet LEO Group 10 mission. It putting another batch of 9 communication satellites into the Chinese owned SatNet constellation. 8th launch. This morning, Tuesday, August 26th at 0633, Blue Origin scrubbed the launch of the NS-35 New Shepard rocket for the second time. Last Sunday morning at August 24th, Blue Origin attempted the same launch of the New Glenn rocket on an uncrewed research suborbital hop above the Kármán line from Corn, Texas. Sunday's launch was scrubbed at T-minus 16 minutes for an avionics issue with the booster. No word from Blue Origin on the cause of today's hold at T-minus 4 minutes. The capsule carries 40 research products, 24 of those for NASA. It will be the 7th New Shepard flight of 2025. All right, 9th flight. Also today, August 26th at 12:53 Mountain Daylight Time, SpaceX launched the NAOX LXO system and others mission on a Falcon 9 from Slit 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. NAOS, the National Advanced Optical System, is Luxembourg's military recon satellite, and it's heading to sun-synchronous orbit. 7 other payloads are on the ride share. It was boosters 1063's 27th flight and Falcon 9's 104th mission of 2025. All right, W6RDZ back with the rocket report for the Colorado Astronomy Net. All right, that got us to the big one. Just about an hour and a half ago, SpaceX launched a brilliantly successful test flight of the Starship, the largest and most powerful rocket ever constructed by man. The massive rocket launched right on time at 17:30 Mountain Daylight Time. Starship Flight Test 10 and launched from Starbase in Boca Chica, Texas. What a launch. All 33 Raptors engines went on the first stage and took the giant spacecraft to MECO and staging. We lost one Raptor on the ascent, but it's a tolerant design. The engine failure did not affect the flight. Stage separation was flawless, perfect deterministic, and boost back burn. It relit engines and headed to a landing in the Gulf of Mexico. It performed a perfect touchdown in the Gulf, following a 2-engine hover test and engine out landing burn. Meanwhile, the booster with all 6 engines burning, it boosted its way on up to apogee. The cargo bay opened and 8 of the V3 dummy satellites, Starlink satellites, were deployed via the PEZ dispenser. This was a successful payload deployment test. And they also did a Raptor relight test, so that one was successful. The Starship made it through re-entry and survived. We got a long-awaited heat shield data. That's huge. The booster performed a flip and landed in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Australia. Also, the ship completed a successful flaps structural test, pushing the rear flaps to their limit. Minor burn-through was noted. Congratulations to SpaceX on a near-perfect test flight. SpaceX first tried to launch this on Monday, but was scrubbed at the start of propellant load for a ground service issue. That was a leaking liquid oxygen supply line. SpaceX tried again yesterday, but had to scrub again, this time due to thunderstorms in the area. Go SpaceX, go Starship. We'll reset the repeater there. All right, W6 W6RG said, Rocket Man back with Colorado Astronomy's Rocket Report. Just 4 launches on the docket so far this coming week. They'll probably have some between now and our next report. All of these are SpaceX and all Starlink launches. So tomorrow we're looking to put Starlink 10-56 on a Falcon 9 departing Slick 40 Cape Canaveral, Florida. And then also tomorrow at 12:53 Mountain Daylight Time, SpaceX hopes to launch Starlink from the Cape. And then on Friday, we've got Starlink 17-7 going up from Slick 4E at Vandenberg. And then lastly, we've got on Sunday, we've got Starlink Group 10-14 from Slick 40 Cape Canaveral. All right, that's it for tonight's Rocket Report. W6RGZ Rocketman Ed here, wishing you a good night and nominal flight. Now back to Starman Furnace, KI0R, AR Net Control.
All right, Ed, thanks for that. Do appreciate it. Hopefully, if anybody got to see that or check out the Starship launch on YouTube, there is a link in the Rocket Report as well. I do post that on the net, so and in the newsletter. So check out that link and check out the launch, or go to the go to the website and check it out for sure. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I haven't checked it out yet myself, but check out SpaceX's website for the launches, and you can definitely check YouTube as well for those launches. All right, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. I'll go ahead and pause here for, let's see, I'm going to acknowledge a couple of check-ins that checked in via NetLogger. We got Mike, KL7FR, thanks for checking in tonight. Moy, N5ZIQ, thanks for checking in tonight. And we got James out there, KE9DJN. Thanks for checking in tonight, James. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Again, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra. Let's see. We have to jump back. Let's see. We did get. I did get Fabian there. LU1CHY down in Argentina. We got you. I had to look that up. We got you on the list, and welcome to the net. KQ4DAD and KE9DJN. Questions for all three of you. What's your interest, background in astronomy, whether you're starting out, you've been doing it for several years, or basically, let's try that. LU1CHY, hopefully you're still with us. Tell us a little bit about your background interest in astronomy. Go ahead. Okay, Arthur, South Carolina, KQ4DAD, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Tell us a little bit about your background interest in astronomy. Go ahead. And James in Indiana, KE9DJN, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Tell us a little bit about your background interest in astronomy. Go ahead.
always a fascination. I do have an interest in really the rock watching lately and trying to keep up on that. I sadly just learned of this net. I was not familiar with it prior. I was listening to another net out of Texas earlier, and they referenced it, so that's how I came to be here now. So I'll be listening in the future. 89 TJM, back to roll.
All right, James, thanks for that. Again, my name is Bernice. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra. I've been doing the net for almost 30 years now. Been on Skyhub Link for, let's see, almost 3 years, coming up on our 3-year anniversary pretty soon on Skyhub Link. Again, we are on Skyhub Link. That's skyhublink.com for more information. We do meet every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. And I guess 6 p.m. Pacific. And, 0100 Zulu on Wednesdays. So there you go. Okay, we got Marty, W9EAA. Thanks for checking in tonight. All right. Now's the time for everyone else to contribute to the net. Questions, comments, anything you'd like to pass along to observation reports, anything you'd like to pass along to the net tonight, now's the time to do it. First on the list tonight is Ken out in Nevada, NV7SS. Good evening to you, Ken. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Well, good evening there, Barnes. NV7SS here. You gotta make a check here, stand by. Good evening there, Barnes. NV7SS here in Indian Springs, Nevada, where we've had fantastic weather during the day, but not at night. I tell you, we've had clouds and everything, and matter of fact, today it was cloudy, but yeah, it's been not too good for doing much looking up in the sky, I'll tell you. But anyway, there, Bernice, great net, and I'll let you get on with it there. Take care until next week, NV7SS. Thanks again for being there, Bernice. Back to you.
All right, Ken, appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Let's see, we got a whole bunch of new check-ins tonight, so hopefully they've stuck around because I'd like to talk with each one of them and find out some more information about them as we go down the list here. So hopefully those of you who are new to the Colorado Astronomy Net, please stick around. Let's see, next on the list is Roy, KI7PKL, up in Oregon. Good evening to you, Roy. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Hey, well, good evening, Bernice, everybody on the net. And yeah, we had some clear weather here this past week. We had 4 or 5 nights, something like that. I spent it, I deal with it, fighting with software, trying to get PHD2 and ecodes to work together. Clever from blowing up the sky camera. And I think I finally figured out what was causing most of the problems, and hopefully we've got it more or less solved at this point. Just give a little bit of imaging in, but just a lot of head scratching and, bad languages, that kind of stuff. It happens with complex hobbies like this. So, anyway, I hope to finish getting this image processed. This is this nebulous star cluster that I was starting to work on back. And that was interesting, too, because I went from 60-second unguided exposures to 3-minute guided exposures. And when I combined them together, it didn't go very well. So 5 hours of 3-minute guided exposures that we have for that. That was interesting. Anyhow, we just have a lot of smoke going on here, so it doesn't look like we're going to be doing clouds and smoke and then just smoke. Doesn't look like we're going to be doing much more imaging for this lunar cycle. But hey, there's another one coming up. Back to you. Hands up. Big help.
All right, Roy. Glad you got some kinks worked out. Looking forward to see some more of your images. And those of you who are interested in astrophotography, you may want to check out Roy's QRZ webpage for some of the imaging that he's done. So quite spectacular. KI7PKL on QRZ. All right, Roy, appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is David out in Ohio, WE8M. Good evening to David. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Okay, for those of you who are still here tonight, I'm going to go down the list fairly quickly. We've got a long list tonight, and I'd like to touch base with everybody that's still on here. So please stick around, but if I don't hear you come back fairly quickly, I do apologize, but I will open up the net at the end of the net for anybody else that I may have missed or skipped over accidentally there. Let's see, Rip checked in and out, K3XO from West Virginia, so always appreciate having him check in. Next on the list is Jay up in Wyoming, AI7OF. Good evening to you, Jay. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
I don't have much for the net, other than it's been cloudy and dreary here lately. Not much to report. Back to the net, bringing AI7OF.
All right, Jay. Yeah, sounds similar to what we have weather down here in Denver. Cloudy, dreary, and smoky as well. So, but Jay, appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is Jose down in Texas, KJ5MEL. Good evening to you, Jose. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Okay, we'll try David again. WE8M. Try again. I just got your post over on NetLogger. Go ahead.
Okay, this is WE. Just a quickie to see if I'm getting through. I switched over to DMR. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, David. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Then KI0AR to the net, this is WE8M. Well, I've really got the sickness here. I've been playing with this All-Star, not All-Star, but C-Star S50 for the last few weeks. And I'm addicted. Just the other day, I imaged my my first comet, C2025K1 Atlas, and that was kind of a thrill. So I ended up ordering a C-Star S30 for its wider field of view. So help me, I'm sick. I've got the disease. Anyway, WENM, back to that.
All right, David, sounds like you're having fun. That's for sure, especially getting some of those images in. Yeah, yeah, I know how that is, for sure. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Yeah, we didn't hear anything on the first time. So for those of you who don't have NetLogger, there's an advantage to download it and use that. You can post a comment over on the AIM window and let me know that you're out there. And if I don't hear you, I can come back to you. And you can also follow along on the list to see where you are relative to where I am going down the list too. So I don't want to snub anybody, but this is a list directed net. So I do appreciate everybody's patience. We got a long list tonight, so I do appreciate everybody's patience there. If you've got a comment over on YouTube as well, you can post that in the chat window, and I'll announce that here as well. Let's see. Michael over on YouTube, KO5AOK. If you've got anything, I know you're out there listening. If you got any questions or anything like that, post that in YouTube. I'll get you on. Next on the list is Zach. Also over a new call on YouTube, KI5UDU. Same response to you. If you've got anything you'd like to pass along to the net, just post it over in the chat window and we'll get to you. This is KI0AR net control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Okay, next on the list is Jacob. Again, welcome to the net. Same with you, Zach, up there. Welcome to the net. The W4TTS. Good evening to you, Jacob. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net out in South Carolina. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead.
Not a whole lot. This is my first time joining this net. Just had an all-star node set up in my house, and I'm just testing out these new nets. I'm very interested in astrology, so sitting back and listening to everything you guys are talking about has been fantastic. I'm more of a stargazer and rocket lover, so yeah, I'll let you guys go ahead and continue. I'll just sit back and enjoy. And like to say hello to my other South Carolina friend out there, Arthur and Ridgely. I haven't met you, but hello.
All right, Jacob, again, welcome to the net. Do appreciate that. Yep, we like to talk about stars and rockets. There you go. Appreciate you checking in, and hopefully we'll look forward to hearing from you in the future on future nets for sure. And appreciate you staying up late with us tonight as well. So thanks for that. Next on the list is Randall down in Alabama. KQ4KKH. Good evening to you, Randall. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead. Okay, next on the list is Doug out in Parker, K0ATP. Good evening to you, Doug. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Okay, next on the list is Chuck down in Florida, WB4AIZ. Good evening to you, Chuck. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Next on the list is Richard down in New Mexico. New call on the list, so welcome to the net, Richard. KJ5MOD. Good evening to you, Richard. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Next on the list is Jack. He's up in Wyoming. So good evening to you, Jack, over on YouTube. If you got anything for the net, post that over there. And I'll get back to you. I appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is Ed, W6RDZ, out in Broomfield. Good evening to you, Ed. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Good evening, Burgess. Yeah, nothing else. I'm just catching my breath from that Starship launch. But go home now. I'm on the way home. And watch it a few times and start watching the analysis videos that come out. That's about it for me. W6RD Net, back to that. Hey, thanks for so much for this net. Really do appreciate it.
Okay, I may have called on someone earlier, but and they came back on a little bit on top of yours, Ed. But you won the double. The other station that just called in, if I missed you, I do apologize. We do have a long list, so I hope everybody's near the radio for a fairly quick response. So I'm going to give about five seconds or so for a response to then head on down the list. So I do apologize for that. But like I said, we've got 28 people on the list tonight, possibly even more. So person that just tried doubling with Ed there, if you could come back with your call. If I missed you there, go ahead.
Go, Echo, Lima, VK2 double L.
All right, VK2LL, we got you on the list, Ian. Yeah, please hold check-ins until I call for them, please. But I got you on the list, and so I am leaving breaks during this for emergency traffic or people that I call on. So if I don't hear people that I'm calling on, please, please let's practice. Proper netiquette for this evening. This is a list directed net, so I will get to you when I get you on the list. Please save check-ins for when I call for them. I do appreciate that. Let's see, we just talked to Ed. Ian, we got you on the list. VK2LL, thanks for checking in tonight. Next on the list, this is KI0AR net control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. And also by following proper netiquette, it does allow the net to flow a little bit faster, so I don't have to give these PSAs. Next on the list is Patrick up in Wisconsin, NT9A. Good evening to you, Patrick. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Bernard. Little too busy to be gazing into the sky these days, unfortunately. Very, very busy with my work and new kitten involved in my life. But I have been interested in the new Artemis missions that have been going on and have come across, come across information about the future goals of the Artemis missions and found that very interesting that we're going to put a nuclear power source on the moon to eventually use as a power source to allow a colony of sorts to work up there, and it's going to power their tools and living quarters and stuff. So pretty neat stuff. And the fact that they can't use battery cases. It's plus 200 degrees in the daytime and minus 200 degrees at nighttime. So can't really have a battery that plays well in that situation. So they have to make a small nuclear device, which I find very interesting and intriguing. Be interested to learn more as this all develops. Back to you, NT90.
All right, Patrick, appreciate you sharing that with us. Yeah, definitely interesting when they're setting up batteries like that, or I should say, power sources like that for different various reasons and stuff like. Yeah, appreciate you sharing that with us. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is John out in Ohio, W2JLS. Good evening to you, John. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Well, good evening, Bernard, and everyone out there on the Colorado Astronomy Net. Nice to hear all the young folks and you listeners checking in tonight. Probably getting past the bedtime of some of those younger folks that you're off doing that. I'll wave a hand to two gentlemen from South Carolina. I'm formerly a resident. Wasn't born there, but I lived in Charleston, South Carolina for about 14 years. So, you gentlemen. Nice to hear you checking in tonight. Bernard, the thing I was going to share, I like to look at the history of astronomy and reflect on things I'm not that aware of. And tonight I'll share that 127 years ago, the scientist Edward Maunder, the same guy that people would hear about tied to the Maunder minimum solar observation. This guy was a big astronomer in his day, and he had observed on this day, 127 years ago, the bright Poseidon
All right, John, thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, always look interesting to look at the sun. For those of you who want to find out more about the sun and all of that good stuff, you may want to visit spaceweather.com. That's spaceweather.com. Lots of solar activity right now. Definitely not in the Maunder minimum, that's for sure. Or just the opposite. Lots of solar activity and uh, solar flares and sunspots activity going on with the sun. So check that out. John, appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Next on the list is Stephen. Also checked in via YouTube. Don't know if you're on here. KM6VAY up in Fort Collins. Good evening to you, Stephen. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Okay, next on the list is Alex, also on YouTube, KD0SOQ, out in Sterling. If you're on the air, go ahead. If not, if you've got any questions over there, post it over on YouTube there, and I'll get around to it. There is a bit of a lag on YouTube, so I'll see that pop up momentarily. I do appreciate you checking in tonight. All right, next on the list, let's see if Alex, are you there? KD0SOQ, go ahead.
Nothing to report here in Sterling except clouds and big thanks for that. KD0SOQ.
All right, Alex, again, welcome to the net. Appreciate that. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is Elijah. Don't know what your location is there, Elijah. KF0VCV. Again, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead.
I'm in old Colorado and I don't have anything else.
All right, Elijah, thanks for staying up late with us. I do appreciate that. We got Lydia over there that might want to talk with you after the net. So if you're allowed to stay up past 10 o'clock, you may want to stick around and talk with her in a bit. Hopefully she'll come back in just a sec. But again, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. We'll get you on the list tonight. So do appreciate you. I appreciate you joining the Colorado Astronomy Net. Appreciate your comments and appreciate you checking in tonight. And again, welcome to the net. Next on the list is Mark out in Ohio, KC8FQV. Good evening to you, Mark. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
KSFG, nothing. It's just interesting to hear about the astronomy. Interesting that all kinds of things talked about. You say, well, is this the extraterrestrial or whatever? But no, nothing else are happening. So we just send it back to net control. I want to find it sometime on YouTube. I know I think you take your call. But, well, I'll send it back to net control. Yeah. I'll find it on YouTube. KSF TV. I don't know what you do on YouTube, just sitting in front of radio and talking like a DJ, or there's something else happening with it. KSF TV.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, YouTube is just what you see. Yeah, I'm on there. You can see me, and I can wave to you. But it's just what I'm doing right now. Exactly that. It's just is just the Colorado Astronomy Net on YouTube. I just happen to have the video. I do put up some pictures every now and then, or something of interest, but it's for those that don't have radios or can't get in to check into radios, or don't have licenses, that are interested in astronomy, that just want to check in via YouTube. So just branching out. And they hear everybody else. They'll hear your comments over the radio, so it's recording. It's recording everything there. So, Mark, do appreciate your comments. Do appreciate you checking in tonight. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Next on the list is Lydia out in Wisconsin. KE9DWH. Again, Lydia, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Congrats on your getting your general as well. So what have you got for us tonight? Go ahead. Okay, next on the list is Fabian down in Argentina, LU1CHY. Good evening to you, Fabian. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Again, welcome. Next on the list is Arthur in South Carolina, KQ4DAD. Again, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net, Arthur. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead. Next on the list is Mike up in Alaska, KL7FR. Good evening to you, Mike. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
KI0AR and the Colorado Astronomy Net. Here is KL7FR in Willow, Alaska, where it's currently 60 degrees and cloudy and rapidly losing daylight. We're starting to get some darkness. I think we lost almost 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 47 seconds of daylight today. We're losing daylight, but it's been cloudy, so I haven't seen any night skies. I don't have any observations to share. And that's early in the net. I was listening, but I got a phone call, so I missed the astronomy bulletin. Can you rerun that by me? Or, I'm just kidding. I know you don't have time for that. Still got people at the love. Good turnout tonight. Good for the JPO list. That's cool. And love hearing the rocket report. Thanks to the rocket man for that. And man, I watched the Starship
All right, Mike. Always great to hear you from up in Alaska. We'll expect some dark sky observational reports for you from this winter for sure. Hopefully. Uh, so I appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. Next on the list is Moy down in Texas, N5ZIQ. Good evening to you, Moy. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. All right, next on the list is James in Indiana, KE9DJN. Welcome to the net, James. I appreciate that. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead.
Nothing additional from the previous report. Just happy I found you guys. I will be listening from now on every Tuesday. Definitely a dead spot in my calendar Tuesday evening, so I am happy to fill a couple of hours with this. So again, happy to have found the Colorado Astronomy Net back in net control, K99.
All right, James, glad you found us. And look forward to hearing from you in the future, that's for sure. Again, welcome to the net. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is Marty out in Iowa. W9EAA. Good evening to you, Marty. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Ernest. Don't have much to add. I, like the others, really enjoyed watching coverage of the Starship launch that SpaceX put up. It really is amazing what that group has done in the past couple of years. Just amazing. So I've got Ernest. Nice hearing everyone, and enjoy your net as usual. Thank you, Ernest. W9 Echo Alpha Alpha, Davenport, Iowa.
All right, Marty, appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Next on the list is Ian down in Australia, VK2LL. Ian, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Do apologize. Let's see, hopefully you're still there. Ian, you're new to the net, so I do appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about your background, interest in astronomy, and anything else that you'd like to share with the net tonight. Go ahead. Okay, two other check-ins let's see, via NetLogger. We got Dan, W3HDB, and John, VK3HJQ, just checked in via NetLogger. We'll go with Dan, W38HDB. Good evening to you, Dan. What have you got for the net tonight? Go ahead. Okay, next on the list, John, VK3HJQ. Good evening to you, John, down in Australia. What have you got for us tonight? Go ahead.
Just connected up, just had some lunch with SHJQ raining down under. What time is it? 1:10 p.m., 27th of August. And I see Muskie and his crowd. Something took off from SpaceX and they landed the module back on in the ocean, I think. I think that was the 10th test flight or something. They were showing on the news here today. So interesting stuff. Anyway, thanks for letting me in. I'll get back to finishing my lunch off. Big HJQ, John in Australia.
All right, John, appreciate that. Let's see. Appreciate that. Appreciate your comments. Good to hear you from down under. Yeah, and stay cool or stay warm. I'm not sure what. Let's see. Let's see. It's getting fall here, so I guess it's springtime there. So stay cool. Hopefully, you get some nice spring weather there for sure. Appreciate you checking in. Good to appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Did have a correction possibly on the other Australia station. Not sure. Let's try that. I may have gotten, if I did, if you're still around. Yeah, I'm not getting, let's see. I thought it was, yeah, Mike, I thought it was just VK2 Lima Lima. I thought it was a double L in there. I'm not getting anything on popping up for any QRZ though. So nope, nothing. Let's see. Nothing there either. So I don't think it was EEL or EELL. I think it was a double L. So, but I know there was another VK2 station, and they're not monitoring. They're not monitoring NetLogger here, so I'm going to go with what I got there. Oh, is that who checked in, John? I know there was a new call from Australia, VK3 or VK2 FSLC. Okay, let me type that one in and see what I get. All right, was that the call? Is it VK2 FSLC or VK2 EEL? If you're out there and monitoring, please go ahead.
Very good afternoon from Sydney, Australia, on the east coast of our great country of Australia here. You do have VK2 double EL. VK2 FSLC is my registered with the EchoLink people as well as QRZ.com. So I was able to do that. I'm in the process of slowly changing everything once I get the right documentation back in that, but I don't know how long the changeover. First name this way is Steve, Sierra, Tango, Echo, Victor, Echo, Steve. And a very good evening to everybody in the US. It's late afternoon, coming up on 03:59 you, everybody. I'm here carried by squashed on people. I actually left a little message in the scratch pad that we have here on the application for EchoLink, but I'm using it on a Google Chromebook, so I was able to leave a message out saying that, yeah, okay. I thought somebody had come up and said it was okay for a check-in and that, because they see me pop up on the actual thing as the call sign was displayed here on EchoLink. So, yeah, that's where a little bit of confusion may have occurred there. I'm talking to you via the hand conference link here in Australia for EchoLink people, and yeah, it was interesting to hear what was going on this morning regarding the test launch of the current space, one of the current space programs that's moving around at the moment there. I'll throw back to net control, but yeah, it's Steve on QRZ at VK2 FSLC, but it does have VK2LL as my new call sign there. VK2LL via EchoLink listening.
All right, Steve. There we go. I just heard the double L as opposed to the double EL. Double E and then a single L. There you go. Do appreciate you checking in tonight, Steve. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. My name again is Bernus. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra, and the call sign Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. And again, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. In fact, welcome to, gosh, how many calls we got tonight that are 11 new calls on the list. So welcome one and all for that matter. Great turnout tonight. We are well past the top of the hour, probably past a few bedtimes as well. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the net. Let's see. For anybody else, questions, comments, late check-ins before I go ahead and wrap up the net for this evening, please call KI0AR now. Okay, another new call on the list. Okay, FCU. That looks like very similar to let's see, Charlie. Looked like the VCV there. Let's see, KF0. Victor Charlie uniform. I think I got Adelaide, I do believe. Are you up in Colorado as well and related to Elijah there? I suspect so. So welcome to the net. Again, my name is Bernus. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra, and the call sign Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. Welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Make sure your call and your name again, and anything you'd like to share astronomy-wise with us tonight, what your interests are. If you've got any questions, anything like that, please go ahead. All right. Well, that's what we're here for as well, Adelaide. We're here for fun. So congrats on the new calls, I would suspect, and welcome to the ham bands, and welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. And thanks for staying up late with us tonight. Do appreciate that. If you want to get interested in astronomy, looking up at the stars, maybe watching the International Space Station go overhead, especially if it's nice dark skies, or just get out there and looking at the skies and wondering what you're seeing. Definitely happy to share and share with you and answer any questions that you might have astronomy wise. For sure. Even ham radio wise, we'll work on that too. So do appreciate your comments. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Anybody else? Questions, comments, late check-ins before I go ahead and wrap up the net for this evening? Please call KI0AR now.
Alpha Charlie 6, Charlie Golf 86 KG, Hayward, California.
Okay, David in California, AC6CG. That's a new call on the list, I do believe. Let me see. Yep, that's a new call on the list. So welcome to the tail end of the Colorado Astronomy Net. Heard someone else shouting into the mic just a second ago and did not copy any of that. But David, I'll talk with you first, and we'll call for a little bit later on. Yeah, we got some other action over on YouTube there, so stand by for that. But David, welcome to the Colorado Astronomy Net. Name here is Bernus. That's Bravo Uniform Romeo November Echo Sierra Sierra. Call sign Kilowatt India 0 Alpha Romeo. Tell us a little bit about your background, interest in astronomy, anything astronomy wise that you'd like to pass along to the net tonight. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for welcoming me to the net. I listen to this net all the time, and I think this might be my first or second time checking in. I had a question, perhaps you can answer, or someone on the net can answer. I want to get a nice telescope set up, and I'd like one with some ability to track stars or constellations, etc., using GPS, if that's possible, and based on my location, that it could point to the right point of the sky at a specific time, if that's possible, and then be able to digitally take pictures. I'm wondering if there is a nice telescope system for purchase with those kinds of features on it.
David, we could probably go into a whole session about that, but yes, I know Celestron has had a GPS equipped telescope out for quite a few years. It may be in the 11-inch sized scopes. I don't know if they have an 8-inch one that's GPS. They might have by now. Check into that. A lot of the imaging, you'll definitely have to get either special cameras for that, so add-ons. If you've got some deep pockets, there are some scopes that are or specifically designed for doing nothing but astrophotography or cameras. Those are separate from a telescope that you're looking for. If you want a telescope that's relatively transportable, yeah, look into the Celestrons. Meade is out of business. You might want to look into some of the older Meades if they're for sale on the internet or something like that. I have an 8-inch Celestron, which is clock driven, so So all I can really do is track the stars. I can set that up with, I don't have to worry about my lat and long where I'm at. I just have to know where I am basically relative to the North Star and point my telescope up there and get it aligned. But they do have GPS scopes that's set up so you can set them up and take a look at the night skies and not worry about star charts or things like that. You just punch in its name. You don't even have to worry about the coordinates. But those I actually recommend for more experienced astronomers. Those who have learned the night sky and know where things are in advance. That makes it a little bit easier, but if you know where stuff is in advance, for sure. But yeah, I'd look at the Celestron line of telescopes to start off with, and then there's all kinds of cameras out there that some of our other members can recommend or give you hints with as well. I don't do too much of the astrophotography, but Roy certainly can, KI7PKL, Brian, K6SKI as well, but I'll let this thing reset. Let's see, David, yeah, the 8-inch Celestron now is running about $3,000 or thereabouts. I think the 11-inch, if I still make that one, is running a couple more grand than that with the built-in GPS. All depends on what you want to spend on it, or there may even be some articles as to how to set that up, but um, definitely look around. The larger scopes are the ones that are going to have the GPS features on them. And you will pay a little bit more money for it for sure. Hopefully that helps, David, on a quick answer for you.
Really, really great. I appreciate that. One last question is Celestron, is that a good quality product? Real quick, over.
Oh, absolutely. Meade and Celestron, both very good names in the business, very good reputations from, like I said, I've had my Celestron 8-inch telescope since 1980. That should tell you something. And I've had no problems with it. I've had to as far as the quality of the optics, things like that. I bought lenses for it. I bought eyepieces for it, and filters for it as well, and adapters and things like that. I've repacked the drive gear, greased them up, collimated it a couple of times, but overall, it's been a great scope. It is clock driven. It is, like I said, it's 45 years old, and I still use it when I can get out there, and it's a great scope. And you'll have it for decades. That's for sure. You'll even keep it even if you upgrade.
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to the net, and thank you for taking the time out to give me some guidance. I'll start researching now that I have a lot of good information. I appreciate it. Alpha Charlie 6 Charlie Golf in Hayward, California. Back to net control.
All right, David. Yeah, you may want to consider the my 8-inch scope weighs about 40 pounds. So it is a one-man operation, but you have to be careful. And setting it up. The 11-inch, probably closer to 60 pounds, so you may want 2 people to handle it. The 14-inch is closer to 100 plus pounds, and that you'd probably want a permanent mount for. Set that up once and leave it. It all depends on what your situation is. The 8-inch is portable. It comes, well, I don't think it comes with a carrying trunk or a case anymore. You'd have to probably buy that separately, but they used to come with their own carrying case. If you're looking for portability, yeah, go with the smaller scope. If you're looking for permanency, yeah, and you got deep pockets, then go for something that you can set up and enjoy in one spot. There are other scopes out there, the Dobsonians, very simple scopes without the drive, but they can have larger mirrors. You can load it into the back of a pickup truck, and it may still take 2 people to handle it, but it all depends on what you want to do with it. So hopefully that'll help. If you've got more questions, we'll talk about it. You can check in again. Definitely check in again, and maybe we can have a session on that question and answer or something like that on telescope features and buying and what to start off with, things like that. So hopefully that helps. This is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. All right, this is KI0AR Net Control for the Colorado Astronomy Net. It is late and I need to get some work done, especially with this. Hello, Steve from Texas over on YouTube. So we'll get you on the list as well. So let's see, how do I want to do that? So let's see, I think you may have checked in over on YouTube before. So again, welcome. Let's see. Okay, we got 2 Steves over there. Oh no, that's BAY. Okay, we got you. We got him. We got the other Steve from Texas checking in. So thanks for that. Let's see. All right, it is the tail end, and it is, let's see, 9:30 here. So I want to thank, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the net for this evening. I'd like to thank the, we'll call it 34. There may be some other people lurking over on YouTube, but I don't know who you are, but just say hey if you want, and I'll get you on the list for a check-in. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and close the net for this evening. I'd like to thank the 34 plus check-ins for checking in tonight. Great turnout, as well as, let's see, 13 new check-ins. So welcome to all the new check-ins and the young amateurs now as well. So thanks for that. I'd like to thank the Rocky Mountain Radio League for the use of this repeaters and their repeater systems. I'd like to thank the SkyHub Link group for their repeater systems, Echo Links, All-Star nodes, all the ways that they can check in, DMR, what have you, checking into the net via those ways. Check out skyhublink.com, skyhublink.com for more information on how you can log into the Colorado Astronomy Net on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 0100 Zulu. With that, I will say 73 and keep looking up. This is KI0AR. I'm clear. All right. I'm not on the air right now, but Geo, I got you on the list. N0JBQ, thanks for checking in tonight. And so, welcome to the tail end of the Colorado Astronomy Net. We meet at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Hopefully, we'll hear from you next week. It is 9:35. Right now, I just signed out of the net over the air, but on YouTube. So hello for that, and I do appreciate you checking in tonight. I got your new call, so you won't be a stranger for us tonight. So that's new on the list. And I'll mark that down as such. And you're late. No worries, but I'm getting tired. I've been talking for 2.5 hours, but I do appreciate you checking in tonight. N0JBQ, Geo, George there, so thanks for that. I'll say 73 over on YouTube as well to all, so take care. I'm stopping the stream, so we'll hear from everybody next Tuesday. So thanks for being there.